Hi, this is the Full Metal Developer, I'm Necta, and this time I'm installing the OpenCart CMS. I'm going to record this in one take with all my stupidity and all my errors. This is the goal. Not to be stupid, but to do it in one take. I'm doing this unprepared. No rehearsal, it's interesting for me how long it will take me. Professional reaction videos on YouTube, how exciting. A small intro about me. Since the timer isn't yet started, I can do several takes actually. I'm working as a web developer since 2001 for around 16 years now, but I never installed OpenCart and I think I never had a client with it. Hard to remember and tell exactly, but I think I didn't. So I never seen the program code for the OpenCart, and it's really a completely new thing to me. I expect that my general web development expertise and experience to make this process easy to do and to command. So let's go for it. I actually have some things prepared beforehand. Things like domain records, A records, if you know what what I'm talking about, locations, and FTPs. So the shared hosting server is configured for the domain, and databases also are configured. And I'll show you what I did. There is a main domain name, which will be a production. It will be a public website. Here it is, and there are two subdomains, which in total make three environments, three separate locations: alpha, beta, and production. This is a very simple project without special developments, without budget actually. I'm doing it for my friend, and she said she will test it by herself, so there is no separate quality assurance environment, which should be if you are doing something bigger than this. This is an important concept and rule for any software development. You should have at least, at the very least, if you're doing everything out of the box, if it's a ready prepared product like CMS, you should have at least a development copy, and alpha copy, alpha environment. And I like doing this subdomains thing. Alpha is for additional programming, for testing purposes, for experimentations, not testing. Experimentations is a better word. Beta is for testing. Alpha, you can ruin it. You can, well, if something goes wrong, you just scrap it. Beta must be working at all times. If everything goes smooth in alpha, you copy alpha to beta, and you do more experimentations on the alpha environment, on the development environment. But the beta is what a client can see, what a client can learn to work with. And when your client is satisfied with what they see in beta, this is the thing you put to production. Actually, if you're doing a serious job, you should have several QA environments, several professional testing environments between all of these stages. But if you're doing something very, very basic, like this project I'm showing, that'll do. That'll do. One alpha, one beta, and the small business owner test beta by themselves, and the production. And you, of course, you should have backup copies of production to restore it if something goes very wrong. This is the concept you should know and understand if you are working with any software development actually, but in web also. I find this idea of having subdomains, alpha, beta, and the production server, to be very convenient. So I haven't even been to the OpenCart site, I think. So let's have a search. Oh no, I've been there. But I surely wasn't in the downloads place. Free download. Okay, my friend already seen the demo, they are satisfied with the demo. Okay, I'm not questioning it. I'm making a copy. Free download. Oh well. It isn't even... The file isn't even called OpenCart. Why would you call a file 2302? When I download, how do I understand that this is the OpenCart? Oh my, it's so bad already. Oh really? It looks strange. Alright, but I believe them. I will work in alpha. Until I'm satisfied with how it looks, it is all alpha. And I went into the wrong directory. Alpha. I'm going to upload here. Well, upload the archive here. Where is it? Where are you? Well, I hope. And I have an ISP manager panel on the... Is it so small? It is already uploaded. 14 megabytes. Is it? Wow. So fast. I have an ISP manager, which is a panel which helps a lot. In this case, let's open this domain and we'll see that real content coming soon. This is a standard ISP manager under construction page. I don't need it. I will delete it. So ISP manager allows me to extract archives at the server. It is convenient, but ISP manager has so many flaws. I can't recommend it actually. If you have no panel and you need to do this, you should extract the files onto your well, I can do that, onto your computer wherever you're working and you're working at, and you should upload with an FTP client, file by file. You can drag and drop if you use any normal FTP client. You can just drag and drop the whole directory. That's what you'll do. And I will click extract. Do you really want to extract? Yes, I think. How to install? Please tell me how to install. Download. Done. Okay, I'll wait it. So you just can drag and drop this to your FTP, and that is the same thing as I've done with the ISP manager, extracting it on the side. Upload. Done. We will now use FTP client to upload this. You will, or you, or me, like you. What the heck are you talking about? Run automatic installer. So if they are saying that there is some kind of... Where is it? There is no index PHP here. It wouldn't do that. If I go here, it just shows me this thing. Go to the OpenCart location to install automatically. It doesn't. It can't. There is no file here to do that. Why do you write these instructions which don't work? What the hell? Did I only do... I needed to only upload to your web server established and OpenCart archive extracted. Are they even English speaking? Who wrote this thing? From the OpenCart website. And I'm here, I am on the OpenCart website. Why they telling that they can be uploaded from the OpenCart website, recommended? From here, who wrote this thing? Upload to your web server. Go to OpenCart locations. This is what I needed to do. This is what I needed to... Oh, well, and this... There is a bunch of configuration which, well, I have bigger memory limit on this server. Default charset is... You should never use this configuration. Never. It fucks up sometimes, the server. Okay, so I did the wrong thing. Because already... Oh, I'm gonna like this. I'm gonna like this. I'm already liking this. So I don't need any of this. Don't do that. I'm doing this so you don't do these mistakes. Installing OpenCart. How, well, I thought it would take me 10 minutes and I will be done and everything will be perfect. 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 So, when you have this archive, you download this archive compiled, you need to extract it. You need to go into the upload directory, upload folder, and you need to take it to your, and this is your website root. You need to take this into your website root directory. Whoa! Whoa, you must be joking. 2,000 files. This is why uploading via FTP client is often bad. 2,000 fucking files. And I thought Joomla was bad. And I thought Joomla with their tens of thousands files was bad. This isn't much better. Why isn't this transferring? This is the same file at the top. Some shit is going on. So I actually should have archived it and extracted it on the server again. I'm not liking this at all. I'm not. I don't enjoy this. I thought, why? Who wrote this instruction actually? Who is the person responsible for this description, for this instruction? Oh, it's free and it's open source. So I understand. I think nobody is responsible for putting up shit like this on the official website. Nobody is the community responsibility. No one is in charge. Great work. Curl enabled. Okay. How is my FTP doing? It transferred everything. 2,400 files it transferred. Wow. Actually, oh, I know this license. This is an okay license. How is great selection, great choice. It doesn't even say what language it is. And if I didn't know the flag, what if I didn't know the British flag, how the British flag looks like? I'm a sad panda already. I'm just... This is some shit. Of course it is missing config file. Of course missing. I'm running this for the first time. Required setting 5. Well, it says 5.3, and when I run it, it says 5.4 plus. What the... Why? Why is it different? Why download it says absolutely different things? Of course this is off. Register globals, it's off for a long time already. Magic quotes, of course. I don't have a good feeling about it. I'm rambling a lot. Continue. Wow. I need to rename file. I need to. Of course, why no? Why them? Why bother? Of course you don't do that. How could you do that? There is no, well, PHP can't rename files. Believe me, yes. Of course it can. I need to do this with my hand. What are you doing? Writable stages. Well, everything's fine, and you continue. I'm still on the step 2 of 4. Oh, and now they tell me. They told me about admin. Couldn't they tell me 2 things at once? Whoever did this doesn't like people, doesn't think about clients, and shouldn't do user interfaces and installation packages. They just shouldn't. Whoever did this, whoever person. Of course MySQL. Whoa, they don't. Well, yes, MySQL without I isn't supported anymore, I think. Yes, localhost. Yes, fine, I have it. I have everything written down in a file, which I will look it up at. Sorry, blurring the screen out. Alpha. Alpha username, alpha password. This is also a thing. The 3 environments, production, alpha, and beta, should have absolutely different databases, different usernames, and different passwords. Different accesses, actually, different FTP. So if your production is compromised security, if something is stolen, if the username and password are stolen, only the one of the environments is being compromised. And if the beta is compromised, they don't get access to the production. So it's a very important thing. Administration. I didn't actually think about that. An email, wow. A required field. Why on earth? And I will have to later understand where to change it. Great work, great. Why is it required? Is everything okay? Yeah, step 4 out of 4. Don't forget to to delete your installation directory. What the fuck is this? How is this called? Is it install? Couldn't you just tell me? Don't forget to delete the directory install. Install. Why do you installation directory? Maybe I should rename htaccess. Yes, I should, but it doesn't say anywhere. Oh, fuck you. I'll be fine if it just works from now on. Well, install. What does it have? How do I install? Well, the first thing I will rename this, and I will see what it does. The installation. Log into your administration. Does it work? Well, it works. I'm already very fine with this. Install. So install something works. What if I check this? Do this. I want it. Yes, forbidden. This is what I want. So instead of deleting or renaming, if you rename a directory, it is still accessible just under the different name. If you rename the installation directory, and you actually might need it later in your life. But if you change, as I've done now, if you change it not to be readable publicly, I think this is enough, actually. This would be enough. If I do this, no, this is not enough. It shouldn't be executable. What if I make it? Well, the best thing is really to just set permissions to 0, chmod 0, and you get it. You just can't access it anymore. Very easy. No htaccess required, no HT password required, nothing like this. And I will now try to log in with the credentials. I know this. How do I even English? Save, yes, and this is working. Install folders still exist and should be deleted for security reasons. Why don't you see that it that it can't be run, that it doesn't have permissions? Oh, you fucked up CMS. Oh, this is dashboard. How do I... Is this my home? Your store, right? Does it work? That is all I wanted to, and fuck my life. They come with some products predefined. So I install and they have categories and products. Great job. Fuck you, OpenCart. Why? And now I need to delete it. Why on earth? Why on earth do you do that? And I have some brands. I have a lot of shit. This is why I have 2400 files there, maybe. This is maybe why. This is shit. This is some shit. It just is. So, 20 minutes with a lot of rambling, 21 minutes, doesn't. So I actually did it in less than 10 minutes, maybe in 5 minutes. So it doesn't take much, but they lie on every step you take. You don't upload files which you download here. You don't do that. You extract, you download the archive, which isn't even called OpenCart. It is called like this, 2302 compiled. How do I know when I download it somewhere, if I'm not prepared, if I'm downloaded it for later? How do I know this is OpenCart? There is no way for me to know it. Great job. So I just need to rename it. You then need to extract this archive. You can either extract just the upload folder, upload directory, or you can extract everything, but it is upload what you take to your development site root. This is what should be in your root when you are installing. Or you will have to move files between the directories on the server, which is a pain in the ass. It's always the pain in the ass. So you go to upload, you upload this, and then there is a difference. On the site, they write the requirements is PHP 5.3, and when you try to install it, you find out that the requirement is PHP 5.4. Great. And then you have to rename config dist PHP and admin config dist PHP to config PHP by yourself with your hands. The installation somehow can't do this for you. And then it doesn't understand. It gives you this warning. It doesn't understand. The installed folder isn't accessible. So maybe I should rename it also. They say, and this is actually a bad thing that they don't say that. A lot of people think that if you rename the installation directory, it is enough. And if I just rename it and I'm still having it accessible, the warning will go away. Wouldn't it? Install 000 permissions, and the warning went away. And this is the problem. This is one of the problems, because a lot of people think like that. I've seen it a lot of times. People just rename the installation directory. They don't think that it can be accessed. Of course, you may give it some obscure name, but it is possible, and you still have a security flaw. While if you change the permissions, if you give it no read, no execute permissions, it is not accessible, and it doesn't matter how it is called. It isn't going to open. And the CMS, OpenCart CMS, doesn't check for it. And if checked, it might just put out a green message which would say, "Great job, you made it accessible and you are secured. You've done very good." Instead of that, it gives a red warning. I might be a perfectionist, but I think these all are problems. Sorry for rambling so much, for diverging. It was a pretty easy and fast installation, but it wasn't described right. Everything is wrong with the description, actually. So I'm going to cover my later journey with OpenCart projects, but I don't promise it to be particularly interesting or long. That was the first step I've taken, and I didn't like it. I hope this was useful, maybe, or funny, or nothing. I hope that was useful. That was the Full Metal Developer. Don't panic, and always know where your towel is.